iGaming aggregator, what do you consider the most important factors when selecting and curating content that will manage to resonate with players in diverse worlds?
I think that's the variety. So you have a broad variety from big gaming providers to small ones, from different regions of the world, different cultures, and with a broad content.
Right, right. That's good. And with the rapid expansion of the iGaming market, particularly in emerging regions like Latam, and of course Brazil, how do you navigate the balance between delivering localized content but also maintaining a global strategy?
This is mostly coming from our clients itself. So they are demanding some specialized content, of course, because it is asked by their players, but they also demand international content. So it's not really our effort. It's more the clients that they come up with precise ideas of what kind of content they would like to have.
Right. Okay. And do you notice any great difference in the content that's requested for the Brazilian market specifically to what you perhaps would produce in the European market?
Yes, of course, there's more related to sports, especially with football, all over Latin America. What we also see is like bingo games. It's hardly asked for in Europe. You can also see scratch cards and crash games on a fast race here in Latin America. This you can also see a little bit in Africa, but in Latin America it's very strong.
And bingo is interesting, isn't it? Because
Bingo
for us in Europe, that's something like
doesn't exist.
generations.
It doesn't exist anymore into
No,
the heads,
exactly.
but here it is also a bit differences. So different bingo types, and if you look at Mexico or Brazil, for example, so all over Latin America there are different types of bingo requested.
Interesting, very interesting. And as player preferences and engagement strategies evolve, what role do data analytics and play behavior insight play in shaping your content delivery and your game offerings?
So we are a pure aggregator, so we are not involved into the player account management,
Right.
which means that this is a topic that is not affecting us that much. So
Okay.
our clients, they handle this topic, and of course, if they discover that there's a change in behavior, then they adapt those games that they request from our side.
Right. Okay. And finally, looking ahead then, what are the key innovations and technologies that you believe will define the iGaming aggregation model, especially in terms of player engagement and retention?
Um, So basically, the new technologies like artificial intelligence, which we are also using already a little bit, is to speed up integration processes, which is also necessary to deliver new content, which is required and usually very fast required. In regard to the player retention, this is something, as I said, we are not really involved, but I'm sure that this should be a main focus of the operators, because they are spending a lot of money to gain a new customer, but they could save money if they would use it for the player retention. If they lose a player and they have to buy him in again through marketing activities, it's much more costly than keeping them in their platform.
And just finally, just one little extra question. As we're here in Brazil, and this is a new emerging market
Yeah.
which is defining itself as we speak, actually, what do you see as the most exciting possibilities here in this new opening market?
The exciting possibilities is the pure size of this country, of course, the volumes. There's so much you can achieve, but there's also a downside regarding the regulations, which are constantly changing on the run, which gives a lot of uncertainty, which is also the reason why we stopped our licensing application for the moment, and we will reopen it then in a few months, because we first have to evaluate together with our lawyers what is changing and what will be the end and the rules to obtain.
And all legal structures here in Brazil are incredibly complex.
Very complex, and even the lawyers, Brazilian lawyers, they sometimes struggle because things are under negotiation again. So I have met nobody who can tell me this is the rule by today, and this, or the rules by today, and this is the way or the process you should do it. So even the professionals struggle and say, okay, it is mostly like this, and it is a constant process. And this is consuming a lot of energy and time and money. And for us as a smaller company, we are very close to our clients, so we can adapt very easily. But for us, I decided that it's not the right point to jump on this because it's just too much work. So that's the reason why we cannot serve Brazil at the moment. But it's very good to connect here with all the other Latin customers we have.
And hopefully, well, I've heard estimates maybe by October they may have mailed things down here.
Hopefully, I'm hoping, but I think it's finger crossed, like everybody.
Great, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.